Hello, good evening. This is Latrina. Earlier, you spoke to my son Chris. I think you might have spoken to him yesterday with regards to a free video showing you some tips that you can use to improve your online presence. So, this is the custom video we've made for you. As he mentioned on the phone, there's no selling in the video. We are making these as a way to help other businesses. We are a small business ourselves, but we like to give back whenever we can. So we make these videos with the intention of helping others along the way. So your feedback would be important. So let us know that you watched it. Let us know if it was helpful. Also, let us know if you have questions or if there's anything that we can do to answer your questions or clarify. We are happy to do that, okay? So what we're going to do in this video is cover content, backlinks, and citations, okay? These are important website elements, and we're going to go over why they are. We'll take a look at your company's online presence and make recommendations for improvement if we see any. So content is anything that's on a website, such as the words, the images, and the videos. Content is important because this is what allows Google to crawl your website and gather information about your business. Ideally, your first page should have 1,500 words at least, and your back pages should have at least 500 words. This allows the Google bots to crawl your website and find out exactly what it is you do. Citations are the listings you get in directories like the Yellow Pages or Yelp. It's merely your business name, your address, and your phone number. The more of these that you have on the internet, the better, and you ideally want to have more than your competitors. And then backlinks are the placement of your website address onto other websites. So if you are in Facebook, which I believe you are, LinkedIn, Yellow Pages, Yelp, any of these are considered backlinks, and they are driving traffic back to your website, which is why they're called backlinks. The more backlinks you have, the more popular your website becomes. And when Google finds a business that has lots of backlinks, they give preference to those businesses. They consider them to be legitimate and validated. But you want to make sure the backlinks that you get are not random. You want to keep them relevant to your line of work. For example, you're in home improvement services, you do painting, you do commercial cleaning. So the websites should be related to that and not random like restaurants or beauty salons and things like that. So before we take a look at your website, let's go over the Google for a moment. So when I do a search, I type commercial cleaning services, Washington, D.C., because this is one of the service areas that you do. You provide cleaning, commercial cleaning, and you list it Washington, D.C. So what we're presented with at first are ads. Ads are okay as part of a marketing strategy. But one thing to note is that a lot of people don't see ads on their computers because they have ad blockers. So those ad blockers are preventing them from seeing your ads if you have them. The other thing to note is when you see services like Thumbtack, Angie's List, House, Home Advisor, they charge you every time you use their service. You get a link or you get a lead. You're charged for that lead whether or not you land the lead. And not only that, they're sharing that same lead with 4 other businesses. So all 5 businesses pay for that one lead, even though only one of the businesses will get the lead. So to me, I like to show businesses how they can get better visibility for their company at a more sustainable way. And that's by having a website that works for you 24/7. So if we do a search with commercial cleaning services, Washington, D.C., we're presented with a map pack. This is what's called the map pack, and it's considered the top area in Google where businesses are listed. Google will list who they perceive to be the top ranking businesses for commercial cleaning services in Washington, D.C. These are the 3 businesses who they have listed as the top ranking ones. About 30 to 40% of traffic occurs here. And then further down on the pages, Google continues to rank businesses based off of their online presence. So Google looks at things. They consider lots of things, but the main things are content. You want to have sufficient content on your website, text, images, etc. And you also want to get lots of backlinks and citations, as I mentioned earlier. It's best to have your business listed on the first few pages because a lot of people do not venture further than the first 3 pages to find the services that they are looking for, okay? So let's take a look at your website for a moment. First of all, the one thing I am going to say is that I like the color scheme. It looks very nice. I like the fact that you've organized what it is you do. I can clearly identify where it is you're doing that. You have indicated your area is covered. I do have some suggestions for you. The main suggestion is add content. You don't have very much text. Remember, the home page should have at least 1,500 words. Seems like a lot, but to Google, it's going to be enough to keep them interested with your website, right? And you want Google on your website as long as possible and frequently. And if you have enough content, they're going to come back, okay? They're going to want to learn more about you and find out what it is you're doing. The other thing I would say is if you can, add a contact us box here where people can enter somewhere on your homepage, the top preferably, where they can enter their name, their phone number, their email address so that you can get in touch with them. Sometimes people don't bother calling, but if you have other ways of them reaching out to you, like having the contact form right away when they come to your page, that would be helpful. And it would probably give you more opportunities to talk to people who are interested in any of your services here, okay? The other thing that I've noticed is you're using Wix. Now, Wix is good for people who need a website, but they don't know where to start and they just need something right away to just get an online. But when you're trying to rank with Google, Wix puts you at a disadvantage because Google doesn't, they're not set up. Wix isn't set up, optimized for Google to be able to go and grab information from your website. It's really difficult to rank with Google with a Wix website. Unfortunately, they are not built where we can transfer those sites and redo them. I have clients who have tried to help with Wix and didn't work out so well. It's not so. I try to tell other people if they get an opportunity, move or create a website outside of Wix on other platforms. Like, for example, WordPress is the best. Snaps is another one, but those are at least optimized to work with Google so that Google can find and crawl your website. But Wix has a lot of restrictions in it that doesn't allow Google to really get to information that they need to on your website. So think about that when you get a chance. That would be something that I would encourage you to do. The other thing is some of your name is cut off on your web page. That's something you could probably fix pretty easily with your margins or have whoever built your website fix that for you. But definitely get some more content. Get a contact us form if you can on the page. Let me take a look at your images. Also, when you save your images, you see this image here, painting and drywall repairs. When I look at the name you gave it, it's just a random string of characters. That's not going to be helpful to Google. So when you're naming your images, in this case, this is painting and drywall repairs, right? So name it that. Name it Painting and Drywall Repairs, Washington, D.C., or Painting and Drywall Repairs, Maryland. Something to help Google identify those as well as keywords, okay? You do a lot of services, so you might as well showcase them and brag about them in any way you can, right? You do the landscape maintenance, you do carpet cleaning and floor cleaning and floor stripping and waxing, drywall. I don't know why I can't say drywall tonight. I'm sorry. Drywall repair and painting and janitorial service. So these are all of the things you're going to want to be bragging about, okay? You're also going to want to be naming all of your images, like I mentioned earlier, with keywords that describe what it is you are showcasing in these photos, okay? So if this is about landscaping services, Washington, D.C., that would be an example, okay? So if we go right now and look at your data quickly, we'll see right now you have a popularity ranking of 0. That's on a scale of 1 to 100. You only have one keyword that you are ranking for, and that's Carpet Services Unlimited. Only 30 people are searching for that every month. So you're going to want to get more keywords onto your homepage, which is why I was telling you add content, get 1,500 words on the homepage and 500 because on the back pages, because that allows you to get more keywords, which are these things here that you were describing, your services. Those are all keywords, okay, that people would be searching for. People do type in commercial floor cleaning. They am sure they search for floor stripping and waxing. So these are all things that you could be taking advantage of. But right now, Google doesn't know what you do. Google is not finding you in their services. You only have 2 backlinks, which is barely anything, and only 1 referring domain. So I'm going to end it here, but here's the takeaway. Definitely revamp your website and add more content. Okay, remember, content is essential. Get some backlinks. Remember, backlinks are like your placement of your website address onto other websites. This will help you to outrank your competition. Definitely start getting some citations out there. And just feel confident that knowing you are making these changes will definitely boost your business. I can tell you right now, right now you're only ranking for 1 word. So it would 100% help you with your business, and you'd see a boost in your customers if you do some of these things that I'm offering you as suggestions, okay? Otherwise, I think it's great that you have a website. You don't know how many businesses I encounter that don't even have a website. So that's great that you have that. It's great that you have social media presence. So just continue to grow, continue to improve your website. And if I can help you in any way, clarify anything that I mentioned here, if you need more information, or if I said something and you didn't quite understand what I meant, feel free to let me know and I'll be happy to clarify for that so that you can get going with that as soon as possible. Otherwise, I wish you much continued success. Thank you for the opportunity to share this free video with you, and have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.